Swear to God, this fucking team. Bruins lose 5-3 at home against the Anaheim Ducks. That's something I probably should have expected to have happen, but I did not, I guess. Or maybe I set my expectations a bit too high. Anyway, welcome back to Into the Den. I am your host, Jay Freeman. And now you may notice that I do not in any I only imply that I am a fan of this of the Bruins. I don't outright say it. Well, shit, I just did. Anyway, it makes the fact that I root for this team just a little less embarrassing to me, and not hey, I'm a fan reacting to this for 15 years. No shade at Dangle. Oh. This was the end of the Bruins 7-game home streak, which I mean, we've won 10 of our last 13. Blah, 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 blah. We've won 10 of our last 13, but we've also lost 3 in kind of embarrassing fashion. But 2 of those 3 we were kind of lost in embarrassing fashion. And first we lost to the freaking Canes for 7-1. You guys know very well about that, as that video is now the 3rd most watched Into the Den video I've made, behind only in second is the preseason preview of the of all this, and first is my reaction to Tuukka being re-signed. And by the way, if you want to know my opinion on how well that's aged, it's aged like milk left out in fucking Death Valley. It's sorry. The signing has aged bad, and this game is very, very evident of that. The dude let in the softest shorthand goal possible. I forget who had the who got the freaking penalty, but during it, Pasta almost got a really routine goal on John Gibson, and he was all he had to do was just flip the puck up, but he was not able. And then not long afterwards, Tuukka just like less than 30 seconds later, the Ducks are driving down on the ice, and the dude just pokes it right through Tuukka's 5-hole, and it just trickles through. And I'm like, as soon as he let in that shorthand goal, I know it was like less than 5 minutes into the second period. There's still a lot of hockey to play. For God's sakes, the Bruins have overcome greater deficits. It's as soon as that goal was scored, I knew that this was going to be a bad game. And it was even happening in real time. Like after that shorthand goal, it felt like no one was in sync, and it had an air. The whole game had an air of that throughout the entire runtime. I mean, sure, you had some cool moments like Nosek making everybody forget that David Pastrnak exists, which I just want to say one of my favorite parts about this season so far has been for some reason every single team the Bruins go up against simultaneously for without fail they all forget where David Pastrnak likes to take shots. Why does nobody fucking screen? Why does nobody screen the left side face off dot? Nobody tries to just put him in there right in front of Pastrnak. Nope. And it would help. Fuck, I should not be saying. Shoot, I should not be saying these. Let's not divulge team secrets. But not long afterwards, Nick Foligno gets into a fight with Carrick. I would just like it to be known that Nick Foligno currently only has one goal on the season, and sure, he's the closest thing we have to a goon, but it's hard to look at Foligno and be at all happy with what he's doing when his little brother Marcus Foligno has scored his 17th of the season tonight. We're not paying you almost $4 million a year to get into fights. It's Nick, we're paying you to score, and you've only done that once this season. But at the start of the third period, Troy Terry got a beautiful snipe from the face-off circles because, of course, the Bruins are the Bruins recently. The Bruins at some points it feels like their entire team turns into Phil Kessel. Well, not great bad defensive instincts, and really bad and horrible and completely useless in 2 of the 3 zones. If they're not in the attacking zone, they are completely flat-footed, and it shows with how often they give the puck up in their set in their zone. What I want on the ESPN thing is a counter of like shots, hits, face-offs won, and and either in and instead of and either in addition to tracking PIM or in lieu of tracking penalty minutes, it's track how many turnovers each team has. It would be freaking insane for the Bruins. But not long after that, Mahora, I'm not entirely sure what his first name is. I'm sorry. He slips and just crashes right into the goalpost, and he is down for a minute or two. And looked like his shoulder absolutely got banged up, but who knows? Who knows how it's gonna end up with but one thing that I'd be remiss about if I didn't mention was Oscar Steen's penalty for boarding in the first period. Should that boarding have been a major? I think so. I think he it had the same amount of just aggression behind it. Actually, I wouldn't say aggression, but like intent behind it as Garnet Hathaway boarding Marchand, and like sure that penalty didn't get that one didn't get penalized. I don't care. I don't care. It should have been. And just like And yeah, and Steen should have gotten penalized really bad for this one, and uh, because it was in a bad position, and he did it right on the numbers. I know that I've joked about not really knowing the difference between numbers and letters, but after seeing that is like, come on, that only a minor for that. Like at the very least, it probably should have been a double minor. Mm, mm, But that ended up opening up the scoring for the Ducks with Getzlaf, with Ryan Getzlaf capitalizing it on and taking them into 1-0 lead. And yeah, Getzlaf went into this with only 2 goals on the season and ended up having 2 goals tonight. Fantastic. Fantastic. I hate it. But after this game, the Bruins are going to embark on a 3-game streak, on a 3-game road trip. First up is Colorado. This is going to get ugly. After that, they have a little bit of a reprieve in even facing off against Arizona, and then they have Dallas, who is sort of floundering. It's not a scary road trip, but it's definitely an important one, especially after losing to a team as important as Anaheim. We beat the Lightning and the Capital. We beat the Lightning. We beat the Capitals twice. We beat the Predators. We've beaten some decent teams during this small little stretch we've had. But we've also had some really bad losses. But also, I kind of want to talk about the Tuukka. I kind of want to talk about the Tuukka thing, but this episode's probably already long enough as is, and that will probably end up being just another thing that I talk about in a later episode, or I could, or the trade deadline is a month away, and Tuukka's only started in, hold on, in 1, 2. This is his 4th game starting, and this is his first time starting back-to-back games since last season. It might be more productive for the Bruins for me to just make a video summarizing the trade deadline and also talking about Tuukka then. But for now, that is it for tonight's episode. Thank you all so much for watching. Click like if you like it, subscribe if you really like, and down below is still the GoFundMe for Jake Thibault to go to help out a kid who was severely injured in a hockey accident. Tell your friends, Bruins are on the road again, and I can't wait to get on the road again.